Al-Ghazali was a Muslim scholar who lived in the 11th century CE. He was born in the city of Tus, in what is now Iran, and went on to become one of the most important thinkers in the history of Islamic philosophy. Al-Ghazali's work had a major impact on the development of Islamic thought, and his ideas continue to be studied and debated to this day. During Al-Ghazali's lifetime, the Muslim world was going through a period of great turmoil. The Abbasid Caliphate, which had once been a powerful force in the region, was facing increasing threats from outside forces as well as from within. At the same time, there was a growing movement of philosophers who were challenging traditional Islamic beliefs and practices. Al-Ghazali was deeply troubled by these developments, and he felt that it was his duty as a devout Muslim to defend the faith against these attacks. He began to study philosophy and other sciences in order to better understand the arguments of the philosophers, and he also became proficient in the traditional Islamic sciences of law, theology, and mysticism. Al-Ghazali was a man of great intellectual depth and integrity, and he was not afraid to change his beliefs when he felt that the evidence demanded it. At one point in his life, he had become convinced that philosophy was a superior form of knowledge, and he had even begun to teach it to his students. However, after further reflection and study, he came to the conclusion that philosophy was ultimately inadequate to provide answers to the most important questions of life. Al-Ghazali wrote about this period of his life in his famous autobiography, The Deliverance from Error. Al-Ghazali's rejection of philosophy was a major turning point in his life, and it had a profound impact on the history of Islamic thought. He went on to write a number of important works, including The Incoherence of the Philosophers, in which he argued that the philosophers had failed to provide a satisfactory account of reality. He also wrote several books on Sufism, the mystical branch of Islam, in which he emphasized the importance of spiritual practice and inner reflection. Throughout his life, Al-Ghazali was deeply committed to the pursuit of knowledge and truth. He was a devoted student of the Quran and the Hadith, the primary sources of Islamic scripture, and he also sought to understand the natural world through study of the physical sciences. In his writings, he often emphasized the importance of rational inquiry and critical thinking, and he encouraged his readers to seek knowledge from a variety of sources. Al-Ghazali's ideas had a major impact on the development of Islamic thought, and they continue to be influential to this day. His work helped to establish the importance of mysticism within the Islamic tradition, and it also helped to reconcile the traditional Islamic sciences with the new ideas that were emerging from the philosophy of the Greeks and other non-Muslim cultures. One of the key themes in Al-Ghazali's work was the importance of spiritual purification. He believed that human beings were inherently impure, and that we needed to engage in a rigorous process of self-examination and moral discipline in order to attain the level of purity required to approach God. This process of purification was central to his understanding of Sufism, and it included practices such as asceticism, meditation, and devotional prayer. Al-Ghazali's work was also notable for its emphasis on the importance of direct experience of God. He believed that it was not enough to simply accept the teachings of the Quran and other scriptures, but that we needed to have a direct, personal experience of the divine in order to truly understand and appreciate its nature. One of Al-Ghazali's most famous works is The Revival of the Religious Sciences, a comprehensive book on Islamic spirituality and ethics. In this work, Al-Ghazali discusses a wide range of topics, including the nature of God, the importance of prayer and other spiritual practices, the dangers of materialism and worldliness, and the ultimate goal of human life. In The Revival, Al-Ghazali provides a detailed account of the various spiritual practices that Muslims can engage in to purify themselves and draw closer to God. He also emphasizes the importance of knowledge and understanding, arguing that it is only through a deep study of the Quran and other Islamic scriptures that we can truly understand the nature of God and the purpose of our lives. Al-Ghazali's ideas on mysticism and spirituality were influential not only within the Islamic world, but also in other parts of the world. His work was translated into many languages, including Greek, Latin, and Hebrew, and it had a major impact on Christian and Jewish mysticism as well. Despite his enduring influence, Al-Ghazali's life was not without its controversies. Some of his more conservative contemporaries criticized him for his engagement with philosophy and other non-Islamic sciences, while others accused him of promoting ideas that were too radical or mystical. Despite these criticisms, Al-Ghazali's legacy is one of deep reflection and rigorous inquiry into the nature of God and the human experience. He remains a powerful influence on Islamic thought, and his work continues to inspire scholars and seekers of truth around the world.